I used to think private chef meant good home cooked meals.
But apparently, I've been sorely mistaken, because according to Nigerian TikTok, being a private chef now means dressing in the skimpiest of clothes, spending 3 days in your client's house cooking, and offering other services, if you catch my drift, apart from your cooking skills. So today we're going to watch some videos of these women. We're going to talk about why it is such a problem for real chefs and explore the question, which is, are these women actually selling food or something else entirely?
Spend the day with me as a private chef living in Benin City. So I got to my client's house, I wore the appropriate outfit, we headed straight to the market. And guess what, guys? My client told me that this meal was one of his favorite food and he was so impressed with my cooking. Then he now decided to take me out for a little shopping and we also went for swimming. Then after everything, I went back home the next day and we are fully booked.
Professional lines are completely out the door.
Yeah, I think so too.
They are private chefs and they are Nigerian private chefs. That's not right. I should not throw all private chefs in Nigeria under the same canopy as these ones. It's a new trend, or you can call it branding, or people selling themselves. You can still say they're offering a certain service for payment.
How do we go from I'm a professional chef, I came to cook for you, to we are going swimming in the evening? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Obviously, there are other forces at play here. Obviously, there are other services being rendered there. Allegedly, guys, please don't come for me.
How did it go from cooking for a client to shopping with the client and to swimming with the client to other things with the client that we are not privy to, but we can put 2 and 2 together to figure things out?
I mean, if you cooked him a nice meal, your payment, your actual payment, and maybe a nice tip would have been perfect. Many of these women are just out there looking for rich boyfriends. They're not really practicing the craft, the actual professional craft of being a chef, in my personal opinion.
They are not looking for boyfriends. They are just looking for clients. They don't even want to date to begin with. Why would you want to constrain them when they can have multiple clients and make more than what you are paying them? Because to them, they are not searching for love. They just want the money.
Even these clients know what they are doing. They know that these kinds of things are on the table for these women, because why on earth would it occur to you to buy your chef, your private chef, a handbag and take her swimming if she's not like your friend or your girlfriend, or, you know, it's not making any sense. It's not. Let's just move on to the next video.
Travel with me as a private chef all the way from Lagos to Abuja. This trip is fully funded and I'm fully catered for by my clients.
But why are we seeing your boobs? Why are your boobs everywhere? Why are you not dressed appropriately to represent your profession? Let's just keep going.
So when I got to my destination, I did a little feed check for you guys. Then I changed into the appropriate outfit and got down to business. My client requested for our special chicken stew, and this is me just parboiling the chicken and seasoning it to make sure it's soft and delicious. Then I went ahead to wash our tomatoes and pepper mix. After blending them, I put them in a pot to make sure it is properly dry. While doing that, I was also frying the chicken. I did every other step off camera because I'm the only one doing this, and it was a little stressful to record and cook at the same time. I forgot to mention that I also made okra soup, and trust me, our client really enjoyed them.
Yeah, why not?
She was flown all the way from Lagos to Abuja just to cook. She must be very good at her craft. She must come with high recommendations. She's a good cook. That's one thing that we must all agree on. I can understand why guys that normally would pay for ladies to come be with them would rather invite a girl that is a chef. At least when they are eating, they will be eating. If you get what I'm saying.
Why was the first half of the video her just showing all her assets, advertising to potential clients, if you catch my drift? Allegedly. Someone commented on this video and said, flying you from Lagos to Abuja in the first place will cost about 250 to 300,000 naira, but you're coming in there to cook food that doesn't really cost more than maybe 100k. Why pay almost 300,000 to fly someone in from another country, from another state rather, to come and cook basic food for you? You see that there is something else at play. This guy is paying for something else.
Please explain.
She must have spectacular reviews, 5-star rating for her to be flown from Lagos to Abuja just to cook. It does not make any sense to me why anybody would do it, but it's their life and it's their money. If both of them are consenting adults, they can do whatever they want to do with their time and their cash.
And obviously, it's not like she's going to come and leave on the same day. She's probably going to spend the night because she's traveling from a completely different state. So you can see that there are other things being offered. See, this, in my opinion, is just a guise for I'm very sorry, allegedly. Next.
It looks delicious, I won't lie. It looks good. The food is nice.
Well, at least most of the video was of her cooking, thankfully. But why? Why are you going to the house of your client dressed in that kind of leggings? What happened to proper professional trousers? There is obviously something else being advertised, and it's not the food. If you know, you know.
She's cooking and she's cooking. At the end of the day, she's providing a service, which she will be rewarded handsomely for it.
Let's watch the next one.
Come with me as a private chef from Warri to Lagos. This trip is fully funded. This is me sorting out the things I will need to cook when I get to Lagos. Receiving my snacks, just making some TikTok videos, waiting for the big cooking, and there's the outfit of the day. I change it to something suitable. This may proceeding to make some stew. Fried rice. This may eating mine. I make another pepper stew, like this is soup, egg sauce, spaghetti, and going back to Warri. Hope you'll be booking me for next time. Thank you.
Did you people see what she ended up wearing? How? What is the difference between how she's dressed and how maybe the client's girlfriend would be dressed if she was the one cooking for him in the house? There is no difference. How on earth would it be a normal thing to do, to travel all the way from Warri to Lagos? That's from another state entirely. Traveling from Warri to Lagos just to come and cook for somebody wearing bomb shorts?
I don't think any man that respects himself and respects the woman in his life would invite this kind of chef to come cook for him. I just don't think that. At the end of the day, she's providing a certain service which he's willing to pay for.
That is wrong.
We are living in a digitized world, so there are different ways of selling your products, if you get my drift. It's just marketing, if you ask me. They are marketing one thing inside another thing because the other one is shamed upon, is stigmatized. But with the way they carry themselves, you just know. Nobody needs to tell you.
Can you see that it's not making sense? Real professionals would never, ever, ever dress like that in the house of their clients. Ever. It's just not possible. If I'm a guy and I watch this girl's TikTok and I see that she's offering a lot more than food, right? Because you can tell from the way she advertises her crafts that it's not just food she offers. Allegedly, I would obviously pay. I would fly her in. I would gladly enjoy what she has to offer because it's not just food. It's not just food. Why do you need to fly somebody in from a different state?
If you followed my channel for a while, you know that I'm not big on paying to play. There are so many ways you can get sex. Truth be told, sex is not that difficult to get. The main thing is you having a connection with that person. For me, at least, there are so many ways you can get it. I'm not here to tell you to go and get it from a random person, because that's not ideal. To me, it is better that you connect with somebody and you have an understanding with that person. Then you can be friends with benefits, you understand? But you don't need to do all of these just to get a girl to lay with you for 2-3 days. Come on, it's a financial mistake. If you ask me.
Men can easily find proper private chefs within the city that they live in.
Exactly.
But they see these ladies on TikTok, they like what they see, they slide into the DMs of these ladies and tell them, hey, come on, allegedly you, come on, Alpha now, name your price, come and cook for me. You heard her say now that this trip is fully funded by my client. So you people can see what's going on, because which private chef in this world will enter the house of a client wearing bomb shot and crop top? Like, it's just beyond. It is completely beyond. And this is such a big problem for real chefs, because this entire situation is now creating the wrong stereotypes for private chefs. Before, when you heard private chefs, you thought of them in professional terms. You thought to yourself that, hey, yes, they are coming to your house, they cook, they get out of there, they get paid and they go, right? But now, just within the last few months, the perception of private chefs has changed. When you hear the word private chefs, your mind immediately goes to these women that are offering a lot more, that are offering their bodies to clients. Clients are now happily sleeping with these women for money and covering it up with, she's coming to cook for me in my house. It's just madness. Check out what this real private chef encountered with a client in her DMs. And this DM exchange just sums up exactly what I just said, that now men view most private chefs as that are just coming to cook for you, but they'll also give you a happy ending, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, we can blame these ladies, we can blame them all we want, but if there's a demand for a particular service or product, there would always be a supply for it. That's just how it is. These things will die off if men are to hold themselves to higher standards, if men stop demanding for this kind of things. So as we are holding these ladies accountable for how they conduct themselves online, we should hold these men accountable. But the crazy thing is that these men are in the shadows. They don't post themselves online. They don't blast it online that they import these private chefs from wherever they are in Nigeria to their location to cook for them. These ladies are the ones doing it. Sometimes it begs the question, do they have family members? Do they have people that can see these things? Don't they have brothers? And how do they interact with their siblings? Come on, it will never make any sense to me. But at the end of the day, when a person gets to a certain age, they would have to live the life that they want to live. No matter how much you try to teach or raise your child, they will grow up to be their own person. There are some people that naturally are unruly. They would have to choose their own path, no matter how you treat them or no matter how you train them. That's just a life that they would have to deal with at the end of the day, because this is a new thing in our society. It's very new, and further down the line, they would have to deal with the consequences of their actions.
Let's read it together. POV, you're a private chef in Lagos. The client tells her, you're beautiful. She says, thank you. I'm not really sure what he said before, but she's telling him, I'm not going to be staying over, sir. And he's telling her, you will stay now. Who do you think you are to just tell me you will stay now? Are you my dad? He tells her, I stay alone and it's a 2-bedroom. You can always stay for a week. I love to have you around and you will cook for me. Gutter men, gutter disgusting, useless men. Let's just keep going. She's like, as how? I mean, exactly. That sticker is my face right now. Like, dude, be so for you right now. Do you know who exactly you're talking to? You're talking to me. Oh, I'm not a like the other women you're used to dealing with. Are you kidding me? Anyway, he goes on to say, don't you want to stay here with me and cook? Have some chill time. It's just for a week. Beautiful woman gives him a beautiful response. Not interested, sir. Perfect. And he's like, okay, no problem. You can always cook and go back home if you choose to. It's all a matter of choice, not by force. Okay. Like, he is such a... If I were this lady, I would not even go. For my own safety, because men like this that have already stated their intentions, you can tell that he's really attracted to her. He wants to have her in his bed. He wants to have his way with her. Now that she has declined, if she still goes to his house, it is very, very, very easy for him to overpower her and actually assault her.
Tell me more.
I'm of the opinion that you should not put yourself in a dangerous situation. Even if you are capable of maneuvering out of that situation, it's better for you to avoid it entirely than for you to put yourself in that situation, and at the end of the day you might have regret, or it might build trauma in you, and next time you generalize that men are like this, which is not true for the vast majority of men. So it is best for her not to go to that client's place to begin with, so that she can avoid stories that touch.
So you can see now that because of these useless women on TikTok that are presenting themselves to be private chefs but really are, workers, men now see every private chef as somebody that offers as well. It's really, really sad. Check out this video that Ife's Kitchen made.
This private chef thing is getting out of control.
Yep.
As someone who has spent years in the food industry, I think it's important to speak honestly about some of the things we're beginning to normalize online, all in the name of content creation. Lately, some of the things we see on private chef content is no longer centered on food. It is now centered on seduction. Because when the camera focuses more on your body parts than on the food itself, or when you're passing across some kind of messages, we cannot pretend that we do not understand what you're saying. And the impact doesn't stop with your content. It slowly begins to reshape how the profession is perceived. Now, serious chefs are getting inappropriate messages. Some clients are asking, does your service come with happy hour or happy ending or even dessert? That should concern all of us. But this is not just about individuals. It's about culture. Because culture is built by what we consistently encourage, reward, and normalize. We know that social media rewards visibility, and the algorithm pushes content that is getting attention. So when people see this content, they feel like, wow, it's getting attention. Maybe I should start creating such content so I too can get attention.
Exactly.
But please, we need to be careful about what we normalize, because the things we normalize becomes culture. And when we accept this as normal behavior, what we're saying is, your talent is not enough. Your skill is not enough. Your professionalism is not enough. You need to sell your body too.
She has said it all. She has hit the nail on the head on every single point.
I've said this before. The algorithm rewards extreme points of view, and sex sells. So if you are to combine an extreme point of view with sexuality, you can see how the algorithm will pick this kind of content and run with it. And once it catches our attention, maybe we'll be forced to leave a comment, we'll be forced to say something, we'll be forced to repost. And the more you keep on doing that, the more the algorithm keeps pushing those kind of content. And when some group of ladies see content like this going viral, she'll be like, I'm more beautiful than this lady, I have a better shape than this lady, and I can cook too. Why don't I post a video of this kind of thing online and get similar attention? And when the algorithm sees a content like that, it pushes it because it is trained a certain way. It pushes similar content, which creates this circle to recruiting vulnerable ladies into getting into this line of work, which creates a messed up society that affects relationships and affects our dating lives.
It's not now only just about perpetuating harmful stereotypes for real chefs, for the actual professional chefs on the job, but also it is painting a very bleak picture for future generations of people that want to go into this profession, because they will now begin to feel that they may not be able to succeed at this thing if they don't also offer their bodies as well as their culinary skills.
Not always, but...
For most of these ladies we've seen so far, food is not at the center of the service they provide. We see them prioritizing other services they offer than using food as a vehicle to push this service. Obviously, it affects real chefs to some extent.
Yeah, no shit.
I'm going to cut it here, but if you want to see the complete video, I will leave a link to it in my description, so check it out. If you enjoy content like this, you'd like this video, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. Bye and stay tuned for more.